I was getting ready for my wedding when my mom suddenly raised the dowry. Mark, my fiancé, furious, married my cousin Tiffany instead. It was humiliating, but my childhood friend Jake stepped in and married me instead. Oddly, my mom was suddenly okay with a lower dowry. 3 years later, Tiffany and Mark were rich and living the high life, while I was a stay-at-home mom. One 4th of July weekend, I overheard my mom and Jake talking in the backyard. "You're a genius, Mom," Jake said. "That dowry trick made Mark back out, and now Lisa got her dream wedding. But if Ashley ever finds out you set her up to marry me for Lisa's sake, you think she'd forgive you?" I froze. My mom, casually popping sunflower seeds, replied, "I'm her mother. I gave her life. What's she gonna do, not forgive me?" I could have told her never to marry at all, and she wouldn't dare say a word. Jake sighed. "Lisa deserves everything. If she struggled to make ends meet, it would kill me. And she got her Prince Charming, a mansion, a fleet of cars. It all worked out," my mom said, patting his back. "Tiffany just had a baby boy, and Mark gave her $1 million bonus. They even hired 3 nannies." Jake smiled. She looked happy earlier. Mark was swamped at work, but he dropped her and the baby off himself. Proof we did the right thing. I couldn't breathe. My mother favored Tiffany over me. My husband still had feelings for my cousin. What was I, chopped liver? Just then my daughter woke up on my back, crying. I had been grocery shopping for my mom to help her out, feeling sorry she'd been alone for years. "You're back. Did you get Lisa's favorite crab cakes?" my mom asked. "And the chocolate milk for little Mikey?" Neither she nor Jake offered to help with the bags. I carried them inside, set my daughter down, and made her a bottle. They went to the living room to coo over Tiffany's son, laughing and enjoying themselves. I rubbed my belly. I was 3 months pregnant with our second child. I had to cook, take care of my daughter, and serve everyone. Jake caught me in the kitchen. "Hey, Ash, don't sweat it." My mom beamed. "See, Ashley? Jake's such a sweetheart. You made the right choice marrying him. A sweetheart who only offered empty words." My daughter clung to my leg, refusing to go to Jake. He was always working. My mom sighed impatiently. "He doesn't know anything about babies. Just carry her on your back like always." "Right." But I watched Jake holding Tiffany's son, Mikey, entertaining him with a new toy. He didn't seem clueless then. If he gave my daughter half that attention, she wouldn't be so afraid of him. I strapped her to my back and got to work. My body ached. Pregnancy drained me, and now, knowing the truth, I felt even worse. Tears welled up as I chopped vegetables. Was this my life for the next 50, 60 years? I was only 28. I couldn't do this. My daughter cried from being strapped on my back too long. I carried her into the bedroom, rocking her to sleep. Meanwhile, my mom always ran to my uncle's house to see Tiffany. Tiffany is so pretty, just like a princess. Unlike Ashley, who is always so messy. I wasn't messy, I just never had new clothes. Tiffany and I were the same age, but my mom always gave my new clothes to her first. When she got tired of them, they became mine. I got better grades than Tiffany, but my mom never praised me. "It doesn't matter how well a girl does in school, she still needs to marry well," she'd say. When I started dating Mark, my mom invited Tiffany to meet him. I knew she had asked him out before, but he always refused. When I told my mom, she dismissed me. "Tiffany likes Mark. Why don't you just let her have him?" For the first time, I didn't listen. Mark and I were getting married. But my mom got her way at the wedding. She abruptly raised the dowry. Mark could afford it, but he saw through her greed. He walked away. I begged him to stay, but it was no use. The invitations had been sent, the venue booked. Then Tiffany stepped forward, waived the dowry, and married Mark. It was all my mom's plan. Later, I saw a message on her phone from my uncle. "Sis, Tiffany will stay with you. Please take care of her." I realized what parental love was supposed to be. My mom had only ever asked me to work when I visited my uncle's house. Her social media was filled with Tiffany's milestones, her birthdays, college acceptance, graduation. I went to college too, but my mom never mentioned it. When I started an internship, she said I could support myself. Meanwhile, she gave Tiffany $2,000 as a graduation gift. Then Tiffany married Mark. My mom posted, "Tiffany is 25. A match made in heaven." When I married Jake, she claimed she wasn't feeling well and didn't come. It felt like Tiffany was her real daughter, and I was just a nobody. At home, I was always expected to work. One evening, I was putting my daughter to sleep when my mom barged in. "Why aren't you cooking? Do you want Tiffany to starve?" I shushed her, but she raised her voice on purpose, waking the baby. I snapped, "Mom, this is your house. You cook if you have time." She slapped my arm. "You're talking back now." Jake walked in. "Honey, give me the baby and go cook. Tiffany is hungry." My mom gasped. "She's so thin. Get her a snack." I handed Jake the baby and went to the kitchen. The smell of oil made me nauseous. I was less than 3 months pregnant, and the doctor had warned me to rest, but that wasn't an option here. When my mom saw me covering my mouth, she hit me. "Are you doing this on purpose? You barely visit, and now you complain about work." "I'm pregnant," I whispered. "I feel sick." Her eyes widened. "So what? I worked when I was pregnant with you." I wanted to leave. I wanted to scream. "You suffered when you were pregnant, so now you want me to suffer too?" Fury flashed in her eyes. She slapped me again and again until I fell to the ground. "You dare talk back? I'll beat you to death." Jake and Tiffany ran in, pulling her away. "Auntie, if Ashley doesn't want to, I can help cook." My mom and Jake quickly stopped Tiffany. "No, your nails." This is how the rich live. Tiffany smiled sweetly and backed away. Then thanks, Ashley. My mom glared at me. Get up and work. Don't pretend to be dead. You're not like Tiffany, she's a golden goose and you have a hard life. They went back to the living room as if nothing had happened. I clenched my teeth, standing up despite the pain in my lower abdomen. Something felt wrong. Jake only had eyes for Tiffany, their world existing separately from mine. I'd had enough. Tonight would be our last supper. We would go our separate ways. After preparing dinner, I went to wash my hands. Tiffany approached, looking down at me. You're only 2 months older than me, but our lives are so different. She smirked. Mark likes me. Your husband likes me. You really are a failure. My fists clenched. I think your daughter will inherit your life. If she helps my family, she can have a decent future. My blood ran cold. She was thinking about my daughter. What do you want? I demanded. Tiffany smiled. Mikey's eyes are weak. He needs a cornea donor. I think your daughter is a good match. Andy already agreed. And of course Jake does too. My body shook with fury. How could they be so cruel? My daughter was only a year old. I turned to argue, but Tiffany shoved me. Oh, Ashley, why did you hit me? Jake and my mom rushed in. Jake helped Tiffany up, his face dark with anger. Apologize. Covering my stomach, I winced at the pain, but they didn't notice. My mom grabbed my hair and slapped me twice. I collapsed, feeling a warm stream trickle down my legs. Mommy blood, my daughter cried. Jake froze. Tiffany gasped, holding out her hands. My nail broke. Jake immediately lifted her up. Hospital. My mom was still furious and shoved my daughter. I pulled her into my arms, tears burning my eyes. Mom, I'm your daughter. Tell me, did you raise my dowry just to cancel my engagement to Mark and force me to marry Jake? My mom hit me again. What is there to explain? If anything happens to Tiffany, I won't forgive you. She rushed after Jake, cradling Tiffany's son. Jake hesitated for a moment, glancing at me. Tiffany is hurt and she has the baby. I need to help. He left. I called my best friend, Sarah. An hour later, she arrived with printed documents. Go. Stay with me, she urged. Tears blurred my vision. After confirming everything with the doctor, I left. Jake was about to leave the hospital when a nurse handed him something. Your wife left this for you. He read the papers. Divorce. My mom snatched them. A parental rights termination form? She's cutting us out of her life. The nerve. Where is she? They rushed back inside, but I was already gone. Jake stared at the papers, hands trembling. Something felt missing inside him. She wouldn't do this. She's the one who messed up. She went after Tiffany. How dare she leave me? Tiffany smirked, patting his arm. Ashley's just being dramatic. She'll come to her senses. But panic crept into Jake's voice. She always said divorce wasn't an option. She grew up without a dad and never wanted her daughters to experience that. His hands tightened around his phone. He tried calling me. Blocked. Texting? Blocked. Social media? Blocked. She's serious? My mom's voice wavered. No way. We need to get her back. Now. She turned to Tiffany. Can you get home by yourself? We have to find Ashley. Tiffany's jaw dropped. But, my nails. I can't drive. Call a lift then, my mom snapped. For the first time, Tiffany was left behind. Jake frantically scrolled through his contacts, searching for someone who could reach me. But he barely knew my friends. And this time I was truly gone. Jake drove my mom home first, but the house was empty. The only thing left was a bloodstain on the floor. Wait, Tiffany didn't lose that much blood, did she? My mom frowned. Jake suddenly slapped his forehead. Ashley. She was bleeding at home. She had a miscarriage. My mom went pale. I hit her. I hurt her. She tried calling me again, but I had blocked her. She sank to the floor, lost. Jake didn't have time for her breakdown. He had to get back home. 2 hours later, he walked through the door, but the house was still empty. His chest tightened, and tears streamed down his face. For the first time, he felt truly empty. He had always compared me to Tiffany, treating me with indifference. But now, the thought of losing me terrified him. He had taken me for granted when, in reality, I was his other half, his soulmate. A little while later, my mom called. Jake, I called the cops. Sarah had taken me to a postpartum recovery center. You need to rest and heal, she insisted, paying for a week of care. The center provided everything I needed, even childcare for my daughter. I had just finished an exam when the cops called. Officer, I'm not missing. I just don't want to go home. No need to waste public resources. Jake was practically screaming on the other end. Honey, where are you? I'll come get you. I answered flatly. No thanks. I'm not coming back to serve you all. Honey, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had a miscarriage. You must be in so much pain. Please come home. I'll take care of you. I laughed coldly. Take care of me? Like you did when I was pregnant with our first child? All you do is talk. You've never changed a diaper. The only time you made a bottle, you scalded our daughter. It's not that you can't be a good father, you just don't care. All that matters to you is Tiffany and her kid. Jake stammered. You're talking crazy. Tiffany's your cousin. I didn't bother sugarcoating it anymore. I know about you and my mom's scheme. Jake turned ghostly pale, my mom on the verge of fainting. She sighed. Ashley, don't blame me. Your uncle spent so much on Tiffany, she's their only hope. If she marries well, our whole family benefits. You're strong, you don't need to marry rich. That was insane. My own mother sacrificing my happiness for someone else, because I was strong. I'm a stay-at-home mom stuck and miserable. And after I divorce Jake, I won't have money to support you. You can ask Tiffany to take care of you. My mom panicked. Ashley, you can't abandon me. I raised you alone after your father left. Have a little pity on me. Let Tiffany have this. Is that too much to ask? Tears filled my eyes. Mom, I've always listened to you. I gave you everything, including myself. I hung up, wiping my tears. Never again. While recovering, I updated my resume. I had been out of the workforce for 3 years and feared I was obsolete. I used to work in tech with Mark, before I found out his dad owned the company. Thanks to Sarah, I considered going back to my old field, but I would never work for Mark again. Then Jake found me, waiting outside an office building. Honey, come home. I was wrong, but I love you. My parents told me to bring you back. Take it out on me, but please come home. I shook my head. No. For my daughters, I need to leave you. Tiffany was going to take our daughter's cornea for her son. Did you agree to that? You're a monster. You don't deserve to be a father. Jake's face drained of color. He had no words. My mom arrived, dropping to her knees. People gathered, recording. Ashley, I was wrong, she pleaded. I may have messed up, but I'm your mother. How can you cut me out of your life? Jake chimed in. Your mom's a good person. She did everything for her brother. You didn't marry Mark, at least now you know he didn't love you. Your mom even asked for $1 million for the wedding, and he refused. She just wants what's best for you. I stared at him, disgusted. You broke up my marriage and gave me away to your sister. Is that what's best for me? Let me suffer, let me work, hit me, scold me. Abusing my daughter is what's best for me? You say you love me, but have you ever done anything for my own good? I barely found a job, and now you cause a commotion. Is that for my own good? I was furious, shaking from head to toe. My mom was angry. How dare I speak to her like that? I am your mother. You will support me. Don't even think about shirking your responsibilities. I threw my hands up. You can sue me. Right now I have no income. By law, if a child's average monthly income is lower than the local minimum security line, they are deemed unable to afford maintenance fees. My mom stomped. That was ridiculous. I probably just lost my job because of this. Sure enough, more people gathered, including my manager and HR. I knew I was in trouble. I was fired. Sarah cursed Jake and my mom. You should have ditched your mom a long time ago. She freeloaded off her brother all her life, and now she expects you to take care of her daughter, and even have your daughter care for her grandson. This is insane. If you don't run from them, I will look down on you. Forget the job for now, I'll take care of you. Let's deal with your mom and husband first, because they're making your life miserable. I was grateful to have such a good friend. I hired a lawyer and filed for divorce. Jake showed up at Sarah's place, begging me to take him back. Ashley, I swear I'll never take care of Tiffany again. Please don't leave me. I'll write you a letter, do anything you want. Just give me one more chance. I shook my head. No. It was wrong from the start, so how can it end well? If you really love me, let me go. Jake's throat tensed. He was too lost in his own thoughts to respond. 2 days later, he agreed to the divorce. We rented our home and had no car. Our daughter stayed with me, and he waived any financial claims. He only had $8,000 in savings, which he wanted to leave for our daughter. I agreed. Now I had to deal with my mom. She refused to sign the termination of parent-child relationship. I took a step back and made her a promise. I'll send you money as required by law, but we will never see each other again. Her face fell and she cried. I'm not asking for money. I just want you to take care of me. I have gout and can't take care of myself. I laughed. Go find Tiffany then. I did, but my brother said they're busy. Tiffany doesn't even pick up my calls. She sobbed. Ashley, I regret everything. You are my favorite daughter. I won't care about them anymore. Hearing that, I felt relieved, but I shook my head. It's too late. I will have a better life now, and I hope you do too. But you must bear the consequences yourself. I turned and left. My mom cried behind me. Sarah helped me pack and find a new place. Luckily, my daughter adapted quickly. I started job hunting again, and then shocking news came. My mom kept looking for Tiffany, but Tiffany didn't care. Desperate, she went to Mark. Realizing my mom was trying to take advantage of his family's wealth, he kicked her out. Mark argued with Tiffany. His family valued character above all else, and when they discovered her greed, they forced a divorce. Tiffany panicked and went to Jake for help. He ignored her. After our divorce, his father had a heart attack and was hospitalized. He swore to his dad that he'd never take care of Tiffany again. Tiffany was furious. She blamed my mom, blamed Jake, and hated me for ruining her life. One evening, as I was picking up my daughter, I saw Tiffany running toward me. Ashley, you ruined me. Go to hell. She had a knife. I grabbed my daughter, terrified. Blood splattered on my face. Jake had stepped in front of me. Tiffany lost control and stabbed him multiple times. The police arrived and arrested her. Jake was rushed to the hospital but didn't survive. My uncle and aunt blamed my mom. She was devastated. The people she spent her whole life protecting had betrayed her. In the hospital, she had a mental breakdown. She cursed at the air, then collapsed, sobbing. Ashley, I was wrong. I was wrong. I sent her to a mental hospital. I took my daughter and started a new life. From now on, I am no longer a tool. I will work hard, live freely, and take care of my daughter.